to play our usual Eberron D&D game Convergence Manifesto today due to scheduling gremlins. Real life happens, and unfortunately our DM and players are not chained to their desks so that we can play once a week no matter what life throws at us, no matter our familiar obligations or needs to sleep, eat, drink, and make money to sustain ourselves. That is not the way of things, so I am here to, feed the void and do what I was going to do anyway, which is today make some shorts. But I guess in honor of tradition, you are here accidentally or purposefully, hopefully the latter, at Horde of Tales, where normally we run Convergence Manifesto, our D&D 5th edition Eberron campaign, which is on a break. If you want to follow us, learn more about us, definitely follow us on Twitter down below. Our links is there. Join our Discord where we have a very vibrant meme channel. We definitely post a lot of clips, a lot of interesting little GIFs or GIFs, however you want to say it, debate for later, and some shorts, which I'm going to make today. You can also follow us on youtube.com/Horde of Tales. It doesn't really have the same oomph when I dab and say it myself. That's the way of things. So just get into it, and anything you want to chat about, holler, let me know, and we'll see what we got. So I use VSDC for making shorts. I do not have a great computer. It is an old computer. It is working very, very hard. By old, I mean it's a GTX 970. It is, bless its heart, for doing its best. But unfortunately, that means I can't really use programs like DaVinci, which is a really great free-to-use program, because my computer can't handle it. A lot of people use Adobe Premiere or similar programs, but computer issues aside, hardware incompatibility aside, I can't afford that. So I'm not really going to go into that. VSDC, video software, VSDC is a good alternative. There is a free mode, which does quite a lot of work. The paid mode, I think, is something like, if you can find it on sale, maybe no more than 20 or 30 bucks, euros or dollars a year. That's not bad. And it's fairly flexible. It gets quite a few updates a couple of times a year with some good functionality. It's not too heavy bloated. One of the downsides is it does not come with library assets. So you have to hunt for that on your own. Typically, I use things like Canva, images from Creative Commons, because we are putting these on YouTube and Twitter with our own branding. We want to be respectful of people's arts and their ownership of their creations. And because, maybe someday in the far future, monetization might be the goal. It's definitely not the reality now. But we don't want to come into any problems with copyright or trademark. So we use assets that we're allowed to use. And of course, we're allowed to use our own VODs. I get that perhaps watching a 3 to 4 hour VOD is not everyone's cup of tea. People don't have time for that. People are listening to other shows, and there's only so many hours in the day. But if you want to feel in the loop, I think having these short videos is a good way to fill in that void. And that's kind of one thing I enjoy doing, because it's a really cool highlight of this moment that can stand on its own with little to no context. And it's also contextual proof to say, we did that thing. That thing was cool. Behold the engagement and how many people this thing made others smile or laugh or lifted their day. And that's a good feeling to go to bed to. It's not necessarily why we always do the things we do, but knowing that, putting in a little time can do that. Why not? Why not? So how I basically layer my shorts, and just for the record, I am not a trained video editor. I have no official education in any of this. I'm just working as I go. I would love to learn, but that requires investing in formal education, degrees, hours in night school, which I don't have the ahem for, which I would love to otherwise do. So one day we're going to get really cool movie level trailers, but today is not the day. And in the meantime, I'm just going to have fun with it. So what I basically do is I have my vertical 16 by 9 layer, and that's a static layer. And you see on the screen, I have, this does work, right? Yeah, right? My 16 by 9 vertical layer that fits precisely to YouTube Zoom specifications, fits perfectly on your mobile screen, and one day hopefully it's going to also fit on TikTok. And on that we have our 1920 by 1080 VOD overlaid, which I have, in this case, snipped up 2 portions from 2 VODs, so episode 47 and episode 49. For this particular short, I'm going to be drafting. And then we're going to zoom in on the individual little video screens. And everything that everyone is going to be saying will be captioned. There's going to be hard subtitles for that. And with the speaker, as it changes, is also going to reflect a change in the label, which you see here by default is just Delphine, she, they, Open Sea, Oath, Paladin. So you always know who's speaking, what that character looks like. It's a half-elf femme woman, tan skin, turquoise hair, hot pirate vibe, etc. And I think that's a really good welcome mat to our story, our AP. It's accessible because you know who is talking character-wise. You know what they're saying, so if it's loud, you can look at your screen, you know what text what is going on. I think that's really handy. Not a lot of streams do that, and I really appreciate accessibility things for that. And also they all have to be shorter than 1 minute, so it's very digestible. The funniest moments hopefully usually stand on their own. In my experience, I've learned that not everyone sticks around for the full minute, especially on YouTube. Like 20 to 30 seconds is that sweet spot. So in this example, I have 2 clips that total up to 1 minute and 45 seconds. And we're going to be chopping a lot to get it to fit in. Basically, once I work on a short as well, I just keep the format, and as I edit things in, it goes in. So here are the 2 raw clips that I have. And these are old text titles and text and labeling for a previous VOD. So actually, the first thing I do is I have a notepad, which you can't really see any today, but it has all the cropped values saved in advance. Because the VODs, the recordings, the overlays, they don't change from session to session. That's static, which is wonderful. Meaning that, for example, on the screen, Marcus's video window is always cropped to pixels 153 by 55, 1307 to 775. Always, right? And the cool thing I did about the tag here is that this is actually one large file that I just crop as well. And it looks like, if I uncrop it, the label looks like that. And of course you cannot see it. It's one file with multiple tabs with all 5 of us in there. And I just shift the cropped section to reflect the speaker, which is also always mathed out as well. So first things first, I do know that these 2 files need to be moved up. That in order to balance it around the tag, it needs to be at a top 300 pixels from the top. And the whole section needs to be no more than 900 pixels. And bam, it's already measured. It's not a halfling NPC. Not a halfling NPC. I'm just cleaning up some things here. Move that out of the way for now. Move that out of the way for now. This is the raw clip.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnels beneath Fort Bone. And eventually you can see at the end of a tunnel, you can see the light on the outside.
Rayn, don't go.
You
See the light.
I really have to watch my words today. This is like
So spoiler alert, my character died.
Subtle things going on here. You can see at the
She
as
came
you
back.
approach the end of the tunnel.
Watch the VODs.
You do see outside still.
And the joke for this upcoming VOD is going to be that while my character, Rayn, who is a Triton woman sorcerer, aberrant mind sorcerer, every time someone said, like, you're in a tunnel, there's a light at the end, or did you get a long rest? It's really a long, long, long rest. The joke is that they're all kind of tiptoeing around saying, oops, she died too soon. Right? So that's the first clip, and the second clip, just to move it along, goes like this. Rayn will try to like touch or go through the pearl, make some sort of ghostly contact with pearl. I got the monochrome filter because I was a ghost. Hey, Caro.
Okay. So, Rayn, you can already mark off the spell slot.
So this explanation of exposition is going to get chopped up.
I also want you to roll me a D100.
This mechanical point can go. It's going to get chopped off.
Have I gotten a long rest? What are my spell slot situations?
Yes, you.
Okay.
In a weird, strange way.
You got the longest rest.
Yes.
That's the joke.
Wow. So rested.
So all the exposition in the beginning is going to get chopped out.
Rayn was just like, finally sleep.
It only took death. So you see that there was a lot of this, that, broken sentences. That's going to get chopped out. And when making the VAD, we're also going to select people who are speaking or who are reacting to the camera. Right? It's not so much fun to watch VODs or shorts when all you see is this. Right? We're not always all looking at the cameras. I know I'm frequently taking notes, so when that happens, I'm not really on the screen as well. And with that, we're easily going to get within the minute. So first, what I like to do is chop up the video and then later worry about the text. But we could do a little bit of everything today. So, enhance less. There we go. So the joke in this first part was the light at the end of the tunnel. But I think for the viewers, we need to include some context that Rayn died. That's going to matter a bit here. So I was thinking we add like a little funny bit to it that says, haha, Rayn died. So let's make space for that, shall we?
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnels beneath Fort Bone.
Okay.
And
we don't really need to know that it was underneath Fort Bone. Tunnels is the context we need. So I'm going to save this, you go down the tunnels. Was this an Because then that's going to go. It's a U.
Continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnels.
Okay. Half a second, quarter second really matter. Really matter, because even for a short, the audience is not going to stay around for the minute. They want to know the punchline right away. So we're going to make space for this punchline, but I want to make space for the context too. Okay, so that's the first chunk. Because this is about what the tunnels specifically are.
Beneath Fort Bone.
Irrelevant.
And eventually you can see at the end of a tunnel.
Okay. And eventually is where we want to go.
And eventually.
And someone's chair is creaking. I think that's Austin's chair. Austin, oil your chair. Makes me sad. So this can go. Crop in front, by. Right? And this already has saved me 3 seconds. That's a lot. Right? If my video is 30 seconds, that's a lot. Let's keep chopping a little bit more.
And eventually you can see at the end of our tunnel, you can see the light.
At the end of the tunnel, you can see at the end of the tunnel a light. We can crop that out. The crops also mean I can focus on someone other than Marcus. As the GM, as a dungeon master, he's going to talk a lot. And we all have nice faces. We all have nice voices. We all have good RP. But we also want to balance so that a video is not always exposition of one person. The best part is other people's reactions to that exposition as well. So when someone is talking a lot, even if I crop out a bit, you're going to notice that missing frame. And with that, we can cut into someone else. So I see Caro is looking towards the camera. I see Austin looking towards the camera, Delphine and Dython in this video. So we're going to include them. But I need to know where to chop.
And eventually you can see at the end of our tunnel, you can see.
Okay, because he says at the end of the tunnel, you can see. At the end of the tunnel, right? It's somewhere around here. You can see.
Can see.
He says can see twice.
And eventually you can see at the end of our tunnel, you can.
Okay. Somewhere around there. Clip.
And eventually you can see at the end of our tunnel.
At the end of the tunnel.
See the light.
The light. There's the joke. Get rid of that. Okay. We're going to keep cleaning this up, but I think I have enough space in the front. All right, 3.5. Now, what I wanted to do was be silly here. Let's get rid of some text windows. Oops, please forgive the fact that they are not numbered. That doesn't matter in this case. I'm going to add a audio file I downloaded. Maybe some of you will recognize it. We're going to edit this out. We're going to adjust this a little bit. Rayn died. And it's also very, very loud. So we're going to lower that track as well a bit. Now imagine something like... Oh, I know what image to use. I know what image to use. Sariel had made a meme during the stream. Where is it? Yoo-hoo. And I just vibed with that moment so well. Ah. Okay, excuse me. It's the guy who does the Flash. What's his name? Who does the meme in front of the tombstone? You know the... Let's do that one. What is going on? Okay, I can't find it. That's fine. We're going to adjust that in a bit. But I'm going to move this text up here. I take it back. We're going to just have a placeholder here that says Rayn has died in an earlier episode. Right? looks like that. And we're going to have, like, let's say something memey there. Okay, 3 seconds I think is more than enough time for that. If not, my overkill. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Bam. Chop. And I'm just going to move the rest of this file away in case I need it. I don't think I need it, but you know what? It's going to be there. And now we're going to move the rest of this over. Yeah. Okay. So I'll find that image later.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnel.
Okay, so this is clearly Marcus's line. We're going to have Marcus's video area focused in here. So I have all these values already saved. So we're going to do a custom crop here. Why am I doing that? I don't actually need to do that. I just need to adjust it here. Bam. Does his light look a bit yellow? Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, kind of. Okay, we can correct that. Okay, I don't need all these tags. And just copy paste them later, so there's no harm done to it. So let's just give him a tag. That happens to be Marcus's already thing. Okay, what is he saying?
You continue your way down through.
You continue your way down through. Here we go. You continue your way down through. And that's the first thing he said, so that's going to reflect the whole thing.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground.
Okay. He says now in the underground tunnels. So let's just stretch this out. Don't mind that it's not sequential. It makes absolutely no difference. You make your way down through now I just totally forgot what I said. Underground tunnel. To the beginning.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground.
Now in the underground tunnel. Okay, that's not going to fit. Make a space. Now in the underground tunnel. Comma, because the sentence is going to keep going. So that's what we have so far, right? Cool. Now, he's going to keep talking, but I don't want to, like, focus only on Marcus. You have other very handsome faces.
And eventually you can see at the end of what.
Okay, Caro happens to be looking up, so let's use Caro in this case. So for this snippet, we're going to put Caro in focus. So we need to do that. I need to change the cropped borders to a saved cropped value, which is that. And I happen to already have a label here, so we're just going to stretch that to her time. I'm going to lower the sensitivity of my mouse because that is driving me up the wall. Okay, what is being said here?
And eventually you can see at the end.
And eventually you can see at the end. Now, Marcus is off screen, but he is talking. So and eventually.
And eventually you can see.
Okay, and eventually you can see. Now, if I keep typing, that's going to be a bit too fast to read and not very comfortable. So that's going to split that up. Enhance. Enhance. It's at the end of this waveform. Okay. Pop. And eventually you can see
at the end of what tunnel.
at the end of the tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, comma. So we got that. We can do color correction later.
The light on the outside.
The light on the
Rayn,
outside.
don't go.
All right. We've taken 12 seconds, 12 and a half seconds to get to the joke. That might be long. Let's see. We can probably chop things a little further, or we can maybe just add 2 seconds to that intro. Yeah, 3 seconds now that I'm thinking about it is very long. Whoops, excuse me. Who am I putting in here? Marcus, oh, that's fine. This tag needs to be Marcus, not Dyson, so I already have that saved out. Very handy. Bam. Let me just resize it. Da-ba-da-ba-da,
The light on the outside.
the light on the outside. The light on the outside. That's the end of his sentence, period. All right. And now is the punchline. And the squeaking of chairs.
Rayn, don't go.
It's in there. I can't isolate that. I don't have the software and the hardware to isolate that.
Rayn, don't go.
You
The thing is, if I chop it too close to the waveform, it just kind of falls out of his face, and you don't have time to comprehend the sound with the visual because it's cut so close. When people talk, their mouths are closed before they open, but if they're just immediately open, you're kind of caught off guard, and your brain can't always process that as quickly. It's a big comfort point.
Rayn, don't go.
Austin. Okay. We might be sneaky here. Okay, so we don't need these 2 seconds. That saves a lot of time already. We're gonna save. I need a tag because it's Austin talking. Just dragging up the next available tag. Yep. Carol says, making everything complicated again. I love him. I mean, the sort of funny things that Dyson has been saying has been on point and has made for such great material. But I want him to oil his chair. Okay. Now I just complained that we don't want the mouth to start open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop out that front bit and just mute it. So we still get the benefit of the closed mouth opening. So the waveform starts there. Enhance. The waveform starts there. I'm going to get rid of this.
Rayn, don't.
Shit. Okay, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. Rayn, don't go.
Rayn, don't go.
You
Okay, Marcus says you twice.
Rayn, don't go.
You
It's kind of cut into that. Okay, so we're gonna count that as once. Oh, Sarah's looking up. Perfect. At that.
You
See the light.
Because Sarah will take the next line. Of course. Maybe we should gift him some oil. Would he know what to do with it? I don't know. Hey Google, lights. Sitting in the dark. All right, where does it have to get chopped off? Where?
Don't go.
Mute.
Okay, he's adjusting his seat. We don't need all of that. Unzoom. 1.5 seconds. Okay. So this is going to be his speaking bit. We can add a filter here. But not the whole thing. Where does... Right there. Right here? And then I need to listen to it. No, at the beginning. Why? Oh.
Rayn, don't.
Okay, from here. Right where the cursor is. So we're going to move this mute slider there and make that visible. Now what does this sound like?
Rayn, don't go.
Mute.
The beginning is to my liking. With a tag for your chair, says Caro. Sometimes it's also maybe like a screw has gotten loose. Right? My bed is ancient. It's like 12 years old. That thing is squeaking. Because it's old, not for any other reasons, but it's squeaking. So sometimes you could just tighten the screws. But I am pleased with this cut. Now it's a little cleaner.
Rayn, don't go.
Mute.
Do we have to end with him? Frame. How long is this clip already? 1 minute and 23 seconds. A lifetime in short world. Here, just a little bit. Okay. If I keep touching it, things never get done. Is this Dyson talking or Austin talking? This is Austin talking, so I'm not going to put quotation marks. Rayn, don't go. Yep. That makes it. All right. Next bit.
You.
See the light.
Okay, Marcus says you is not really relevant here, so let's just cut that for now. I don't know if I'll delete it or need it. Okay, so Sariel's bit is...
See the light.
No, undo that actually. Because when Sariel uses their Rebus voice change, the sound is off sync. So I actually get to split the audio and video tracks and then realign them so that you see Sariel's mouth flap and sound come at the same time instead of that delay. And since each snippet is like no more than a second and a half, 2 seconds, and that's the delay time, you hear the sound and you don't see Sariel's mouth move at all. And that's a little uncanny. So we try to avoid that. Okay. So I need a buffer around that.
See the light.
Okay, Caro's laughing at that point. That's a clean cut. So we're just going to cut there. Okay. Let's just get Sariel's tag up and ready. Sariel tag. There's Sariel tag. Let's get Sariel in focus. Because we don't need the Marcus bit. But I need a buffer. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to split the video and the audio. VSDC lets me do that. This is a one track. I cannot split per speaker track because it's recorded. I will live with that. I really need to save the actual timing for this because it is not the first time I've done this, and I'm always like, where is it? Okay. This bit here is Marcus. We don't need that. This you. Okay. Sarah looks up and the sound hasn't come on. So Sarah's about to speak now, but there's no actual audio coming for like half a second later. So this can go and this can go. That can go, that can go. Let's just move these values over. Yes. Let's get Serial's name tag in, which was where? Is this a tag? That's a tag. Okay, this clip is 2 seconds long. Let's see how long we actually need it for. All right.
We see the light.
Oh, interesting.
We see the light.
Oh, no, actually. No, I actually needed to keep that bit I chopped because maybe that's where the mouth flap happened. Okay, so we need the U bit. But look how much is chopped. Okay, where is the mouth flap happening?
You
See the...
We see the light.
There isn't really much of a mouth flap. There really isn't. Hello?
You
That was it. Sarah was looking down, said see the light, and then looked up. And we're seeing that end of the light, the teeth showing, there. This is not the most important thing in the world at all. It doesn't matter. It's like less than 2 seconds in the final thing. But I get much more satisfaction knowing that it's cleanly edited. Okay. Audio-wise, we know that we don't need that. So we're going to now drag the audio back and forth against the video. His mouth is see the... There?
The light.
No. See the light.
We see the light.
That's actually okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Otherwise, I'm going to be here all night for something that isn't super important, but that's a good faith effort. So I'm going to chop this bit of video off. Keep that partitioned together. Yeah. Get in there. My layers are a mess now. Yeah, my layers are a mess. Okay, I just want to keep it neat. Please let me keep it neat. There's his tag. Their tag, excuse me. Alrighty.
I see the light.
Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, so we don't need the rest of this video. Don't need a lot at the beginning either. End. Okay, how long is this thing? 2 seconds. All of this work for 2 seconds. There, right there. They're about to open their mouth. Okay, move this forward. Bam! And now the text. See the light. Cool. No. Okay, this is the next bit.
I see the light.
There, 2 seconds. Next. Okay, so that's the joke. And I think we're done with this. No, people giggle. People laughing, always good. There we go. 1 second. Let's give 1 second for that. And a little more. Yeah, we're going to do fast cuts of people laughing. There. Perfect. Look at that. For accessibility purposes, laughing. Nice. Okay, other people are laughing too.
I really have to watch.
Maybe because she said something else. Well, let's see. Well, we have Austin shaking his head. Good reaction. We like it. We'll also do that like real quick. There. That's enough. Because we need to get to the second joke too. I'd like to, rather. Austin tag. He's not saying anything.
I really have to watch my words.
People are talking over each other.
I really have to watch my words today.
We are. That's what I love about us. We are awful.
I really have to watch.
You know what? That works. That just fits in. So let's keep it that. We are awful. That's that waveform. Next is Marcus saying, gotta watch the words.
Watch my words today. This is like
This is like laugh.
it is,
That's the joke. That's it. Hello. Calm down.
some subtle things going on here.
Some subtle things going on here. We might not use this. Because at 20, 30 seconds, we're starting to lose the audience.
Subtle things going on here. You do things going on here.
Okay, cutting that. All right, that's it. The rest goes into exposition about the scene. We don't need that.
You can see as you approach the end of the tunnel, you do see outside still the body.
Yeah, we don't need any of this. Cool. This is an extra 12 seconds, which we don't need. Bye. Okay. The next bit. I happen to have all the SpongeBob cuts, let's say, later or the next day. So we're going to put one of those in that middle slot. Let's just drag all this over. So we're approximately 30 seconds. Maybe less of this. 2 seconds would be enough, now that I'm thinking about it. 1 second, 2 seconds. To read something. No, you kind of need that. I'll play with it. For example, this thing is very long. Like Marcus is spending 6 seconds to say...
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnel.
It's a lot of seconds. Marcus, take less seconds. Ha! Now we're going to speed you up by 20%.
You continue your way down through, now. You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnel.
Look at that. These half seconds are a lifetime in shorts. They really are. We might get rid of 1 or 2 laugh tracks. Is something not synced? Ew. It's more like this. We can't really stretch video once it's cropped. This the background of it isn't saved. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Scooch, scooch, scooch. This is the serial bit we worked on. There's the laugh track. And here are random potato chips. What flavor?
Okay.
Thank you. Ham. Make a chips. Excuse me. All right. The joke. Look, with that little thing, we've already trimmed off a lot. Okay, so the later is going to come in. The other joke. The long rest. Rayn will try to like touch or go through the pearl, make some sort of ghostly contact with pearl, and try to cast identify. All right. The context is Rayn is casting a spell. We don't need the rest of it. And try to cast identify. I made a lot of pauses here.
Okay. So.
Okay, try to cast identify. I mean, also going to add a caption or like a text title that says Rayn is ghost. We can add like a spooky filter to that. Easy peasy. And the fact that there isn't anything below is just that the background is not stretched out. No problem. There. My minute mark is here. It has to be over. I want to have it done by 45. So we're going to cut it close, actually. Ew. Okay, let's see. And try to cast like identify. Try to cast identify. Okay, I'm going to chop this further down because we're running out of time. Like in the short.
Okay. So, Rayn, you can already mark off the spell slot, please.
Okay.
But
Do I need the bit about the spell slot? Let's see.
You can already mark off the spell slot, please.
All right, and he's going to ask me to roll D100, which is not relevant to this short. Just drag this over here. Maybe that's what'll save me, actually, time-wise.
But I also want you to roll me a D100.
Oh. Oh, heck.
Have I gotten a long...
All right. That's the pertinent part. Have I gotten a long rest? Bam, look how much gets chopped out.
Have I gotten a long rest? What are my spell slot situations?
Yes, you,
Okay.
in a weird, strange way.
You got the longest rest.
Yes.
I got the longest rest.
Wow. So rested. Apply
Okay.
emotional damage.
Rayn was just like, finally sleep.
All right, let's end it there. I mean, the thing. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, we already have the laugh track from earlier. And all right, we are well underneath 1 minute. This is valid as a short, but the audience does not stick around for that full minute. Very, very, very rarely do they do that. Okay, I think I have somewhere the whole SpongeBob shit, so I know what to look for. Whoops. SpongeBob? I'm going to my asset library. We are going into the asset library, which is just my unorganized downloads folder. All SpongeBob time cards. All. Add new layer. Okay. I also have somewhere a document that actually times out all the things. So let's set this to the start because it's timed from the beginning. And that document is in a different folder, totally somewhere away. And I wanted to say 1 day later or something. Day 2. Oh, right there. At 22 seconds exactly. A few inches later. Okay, cut. That's already too much.
So things go-
Right there.
Day 2, day.
Okay, we don't need day 2 or day 3. We're just going to chop it there. Do I have any other options? Tomorrow is an option. One debt to society later. "48 hours later." 24 hours later. Does it matter? 24 hours later. Let's I like that better. Okay, so we're not going to pick the day 2. I need the 24 hours later, which is at 2:12. Because I timed all of this. The following Thursday. Crop.
Day. 5 minutes later. 24 hours later. Mad.
Cool. I'm not going to go ham over looking for something else more specific. That's more than enough. You come back. And this is going to be the joke that connects the two. The bit that connects the two jokes, sorry. Okay, we don't need the following Thursday. We don't need the 5 minutes later. Somewhere around here it's going to be. Trim start. Is it going frame by frame? It's going to be close. Or not. Hello? 5 minutes later. 24 hours later. Okay. Trim. Does this fit already? Okay. This helps me find it. Oh, I'm just that good? Nope. Okay, here's where it needs to start.
24 hours later.
And that's where it needs to end. Cool. That's what connects the two jokes. 24 hours later. Let's make this bigger by cropping it. Excuse me. That looks okay. Bam! Much better.
24 hours later.
And try to. And 24 hours later. Enhance. Look, 27, 6 seconds. So we're already down to low 50s now. Okay. Thank you, SpongeBob. Ida tag. And I'm going to speed up my own thing as well because I'm spending way too much time. And try to cast identify. Okay, it's faster. And try to cast identify. Okay, I don't need the and. Try to cast identify. Trim. Try to cast identify. Perfect. I'm pleased with that. And I miscropped. You actually can see all the little bundles I have here. Copy. Paste better. There we go. Trying to cast identify. Can I get away with that? Unless you watch the VAD, you don't know I said trying versus try. So. Try to cast identify. Okay. Let's put the focus on Ghost Ida. This is not very flattering. Oh, lordy. That is not very flattering. But Rayn as a ghost. Right? That's the context. Like, what is going on? I thought she was dead. I don't need it this dark. I mean, the shadow behind it. Yeah, that's fine. Angle. There we go. So anytime she talks, we're going to reintroduce this tag that says Rayn as a ghost. Try to cast identify. Look at all this time saved. Yeah, early 50s. We're going to get more of that. But actually, I'm going to take a break to have some water and eat these chips that my partner brought me. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. We're just having a chill time today. And I'll see you in 5-ish. So, toodles. Captions never change. By which I mean, please change and improve. Alrighty. There's a quick break. Hope everyone got to stretch, hydrate, take your meds, do some self-care. Matters. First things first, what I should have done before the break is save project. Yes. But what I did do during the break is I looked up that image I was talking about. Is going in. Nothing really is going on. And the image I want to use is add new layer, duration, 2 seconds. That. Rayn has died in an earlier episode. All right. I feel I kind of need that. Let's also have this be a fade in. Otherwise it's very jarring. Why would you fade in so slowly? Duration, 1/3 of a second. Ain't no one got time for that. Rayn had died. I kind of want the text is going to always be the same place because I'm copy pasting the same values. But the fact that the image is lower than the text, I kind of want to adjust that. How? Okay. Kind of like maybe that. Can I move this? Yes, I can. Let's crop it more from the bottom or from the top. Just a little from the top. Bum 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 ba ba bum ba 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 dum ba dum. Okay, I like that better.
You continue your way down.
Okay. We can go back. That cereals bit. We might have to chop a lot of this out later. Let's see where we are though. 24 hours later. Unselect. Deselect is the word I'm looking for. Have I mentioned I am not a professional or trained in this at all?
Try to cast identify.
You can already mark off the spell slot.
I'm going to take out the please just because we're low on time. We are all friends. We are all cordial to each other. We don't always say those cordial things out loud, but they are there in our heart trust. So Marcus is speaking. Let's put him in focus. Crop. Let's give him a speaking tag. That is... What is going on? What did I do here? Why is that like that? Oh, because I forgot a number. Pfft. What is going on? In here. That makes a huge difference. Again, not a professional. What are you saying, Marcus?
You can already mark off the spell slot.
You can already mark off the spell slots. You can already mark off the spell slot. I happen to have this already spaced out because YouTube and eventually TikTok always has this overlay that they insert at the bottom of the videos that has the short title, category, and channel name. And if you have text or video or anything all the way at the bottom, it's gonna be placed underneath that automatic overlay. And it just so happens that these ridges of that gear, of that cog, happen to be the end of where that overlay starts. So there's actually an overlay here, right where you see my mouse, and there's an overlay up here on the right hand side, right? I try not to let my text go all the way to the edge because otherwise you have the like, follow, next, etc. comment on a mobile screen. And we don't want our captions to be taken off because they're there for accessibility purposes. Okay, so you can already mark off a spell slot. I might speed that up. You know what? Let's just speed it up now. By 10%.
You can already mark off the spell slot.
Yeah, that's not jarring. It's not difficult to hear if we just speed it up 10%. And we've given ourselves another second. Brilliant. Cool.
Have I gotten a long rest? What are my spell slot situations?
Okay, what is my spell slot situation? Have I gotten a long rest?
Have I gotten a long rest?
You know what? That's it. Hope our audience is mostly D&D in tuned. So I don't think we need to add context about the spell slot situation. I hope, I'm gonna say. So let's just get a tag in there. Yep. There's Rayn. Confusion. Have I gotten a long rest? Extend. There we go. Let's put Ida in focus. Hey, that me? I think I'm gonna add a blur because that's kind of unflattering. I mean, okay. Context, this is Rayn as a ghost.
What are my spell slot situations?
Yes, you.
Okay, right before Marcus says yes. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to need this spell slot situation text yet. I definitely am not going to need the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme, so I'm just going to delete the rest of it. Yeah. Trim and trim more, and it's an invisible layer, which is kind of where I want to park this spell slot situation question.
Yes, you.
All right. We're just parking that away. It's not there, there's no sound, nothing. And if I decide I need it again, I can pop it back in. We are at 49 seconds. Shorter.
Yes, you. In a weird.
Yes, in a weird, and we're going to now crop. Crop. Because people are starting to laugh now. No, they're all looking down. Ah! Okay, that's all right. I forgive you all. I absolutely forgive you all.
Strange way.
You got the longest.
You. In a weird.
In a weird, strange way.
Strange way.
You got the long.
That's the joke. At around 35, that's not too bad, considering this is going to be like a full minute, almost a full minute short.
You got the longest rest.
You got the longest rest.
Yes.
Rested. So I actually see the waveforms reflecting that. Cut. All right, we're going to work with that. 26, 10 seconds. And then this goes for another 10, 15. About the same time, but there's more laugh time here.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So rested.
So rested. Just had to die for it. I was going back and thinking, can I shorten any of this?
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnels.
Oh, it's plural even. See, I would have gone back and fixed that after the fact. Just fits. Yeah, I like that better. This is already 120 speed. It is.
Eventually you can see.
Eventually you can see he's speaking fluidly and fast here, so I would not speed that apart. And the rest is kind of nitpicking.
Light on the out.
The light on the outside. 10%. It all adds up. It really does. Even Sariel's bit we can...
See the light.
No, that's the joke. We're not going to do that. That's the punchline. Whoop. How much laughing is in here? That's Caro saying, oh, that's mean. It was funny. I laughed too. You can't see me because in this scene I was not yet on the material plane. So let's do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That was supposed to be Austin. Sorry, I forgot. There you go. I totally don't do things in order.
I really have, really have to watch my.
We are awful. But you're my awful people. There we go. Oh, there you there. Perfect, thank you. We are awful. What's going on here?
Watch my words today. This is like this.
Okay, it's just laughter. Mm-hmm. Alright, gonna put Marcus in focus here. I thought I could eat a chip on stream. I cannot eat a chip on stream. No. Lesson learned, sorry. They're right there. Destroying my calorie diary for today. But it's so worth it. I love them. I'll go running tomorrow. No, tomorrow is Wednesday. I can beat Saber tomorrow. I'd love to stream Beat Saber one day, but my computer absolutely cannot take it.
Today. This is.
I've got to watch my words today. I've got to watch my words today.
Watch my words today. This is like
This is like laughing. Chop. There goes a second and a half.
subtle things going on.
I can't. Nope. Okay, people laughing, but who's looking up? Austin and Caro are looking up. But we just had Austin, we just had Caro. We just had Austin, we just had Caro, we just had Marcus, and Sarah is looking down. We don't really see an expression on their face, so I can't. No, not this time. You gave us see the light, so we're grateful for that. Let's put it in Austin. Why not? But we're going to make it a little less. No, nope, that was supposed to be the Marcus one. Ah, excuse me. Okay, let's fix this. Because Marcus is the one that says there's some subtle things going on. Okay. Cropped borders. That. Okay. I'm gonna steal. Well, in that case, well, Carol's laughing and then she says that. Can I just pull that out? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull it out. See what that looks like. I don't let it play in between the crops. It has to do with the harbor acceleration. That when I go from cut video project to cut video project, even within one bigger project, it stutters. It's not a smooth transition. Like if I press play now, whether I'm streaming or not.
I really have. I really have.
Yeah, right?
Watch my word.
It didn't. This is a rare instance where I kind of want to slow this down.
Really have. Really have.
No, it's grainy. But she says it so fast, and then it's someone else is talking over her immediately. It wasn't too bad at 80. At 90 it was okay. How are we at 80?
Really have.
How long is this whole thing that I'm fighting over? 46 milliseconds. You know what? I'm gonna take out the laugh and just go directly to awful.
Really have. Watch my words today.
Oh, the full is actually caught at the start of Marcus's sentence. Okay.
There's subtle things going on.
Okay. Whoops. Nope. We can't do that. Sorry. We do not extend videos nilly-willy. That just breaks them. Okay, this is Austin. Here we can just say laughing. And then Mark is saying there's some subtle things going on. Cool. That's not so bad. Oh, is he saying there are some subtle things? Not this is some?
Watch my words today. This is like
Now this is like, is what he says.
subtle things going on.
Subtle things going on. Cool. Gucci. If we would do too much, we're here forever. Normally, this whole process takes me an hour and a half. I am an hour and a half into the process, but you know, I've been like vocalizing everything goes to my head, and that's I normally don't do that. So, enhance. Yep. Cool. 24 hours later. Scooch.
24 hours later.
Trying to cast Identify. You can already mark off the spell slots. Have I gotten a long rest? Here we go. Why is this text down here? Did I don't know. In a weird way.
Yes, you. In a weird. Strange way.
Yes, in a weird.
You. In a weird.
Strange way.
Strange way.
Okay, I'm gonna have myself focus in there. So it's not back-to-back focus. So in this one, it's Marcus. Okay. Tag, you're it. Text. Yes. In a weird, can't spell. Enhance. Well, I don't know how much actually.
Yes, you. In a weird.
Yes. You. In a weird.
In a weird.
Okay, that's the whole. And this is me giggling. I'm gonna put a better filter on myself. Ugh, that's not flattering.
Strange way.
Okay. That's me, but Marcus is talking, so we're going to adjust that. ID tag. Strange way. That's what he's saying.
Strange way.
And then Dython comes in with a joke. You got the longest rest.
You got the longest.
I love that. That is brilliant. Thank you for that so much. You've got the longest rest. I want the snarky smiley. You know which one I'm talking about. Smirk emoji. G. Save as type PNG. Insert image to cursor position, new file, and this is going to last like the whole of 1 second. Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Whoop. Ahahaha. Be small. There we go. Be smaller. Okay, that works better. Yep, there we go. You got the longest rest, Rayn. Erupt into laughter. And the video's at 46 and a half. We can shorten this still.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, we're just going to cut laughter. We're all laughing. But there's Caro saying, wow.
Wow. So rested.
I like that one. I like it very much. Put Caro into the focus. Give her the right tag. Do we zoom in for the damage? Kinda. Yeah. We need to add also some effects, some zoom, some blur, some animated text so it's not so static and dry.
Wow.
Okay, she's saying wow for the whole thing. So let's ham this wow up. Here's where we can add some effects. Full parent duration. Let's add some effects.
Wow.
This is an angular. I'm not a fan. What other effects do we got? Full parent duration.
Wow.
Maybe I like the first one better.
Wow.
But then the wow needs to be finished faster. Oops.
Wow.
Kind of like that. Okay, let's keep that in for now. Her wow. 45 seconds. Look at that.
So rested.
So rested. Sariel is saying so rested. Wait, no. Before we crop, we have. No, it's not off. Oh, thank God. Because usually when Sariel has the Rebus voice on, we said that the audio and video is not synced anymore. But their robo voice is off. So is that still desynced?
So
You clearly see it's desynced. Okay, we're going to do the thing again. Okay. Enhance. Enhance. Let's focus on Sariel. Okay, and we need to get the mouth flaps to match up here. It's already said there.
so rested. So so rested.
Okay, let's go frame by frame. Saying the word so. All right, this audio hump here. Is that the so in So Rested? No, it's not. It's someone else laughing.
So rested.
There we go. That's what we're constantly spying for.
So rested.
That means we're going to chop this out. Here. And there. All right. Let's give Sariel some tags and some text. I'm just going to copy paste a different one, but doesn't have the formatting because I'm lazy and it's actually faster that way. There we go. So rested, says Sariel. Let's give Sariel the right tag. Cool. I still need to crop this a little bit. There. Trim end. This bit also gets cropped. Nope, too much. There. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, no more touching that. So rested. I'm shrimping. See, I told you it was shrimp.
Apply emotional damage.
Rayn was just like, 5 of these.
Okay, 2 lines, but the last one, Caro says someone is talking over Caro again. That's me saying, oh, whatever. Look how short this got. We were at like a minute 40 something.
Apply emotional damage.
Rayn was just like,
No, it's overlapped.
Apply emotional damage.
It's hard to tell. Sorry, I'm gonna crop that out.
Rayn was just...
Okay, Marcus says Rayn. So we're going to focus that in.
Rayn was...
There we go. Because there's other people laughing too. I love the sound of laughter, don't get me wrong, but the audience has checked out. You want to keep them engaged.
Rayn was just like, 5 of these sleep.
Well, and they're the short, I mean. Okay. Crop borders. We got a Marcus tag. We're gonna get a Marcus tag. Bam. We're gonna get some text, some nice simple text.
Rayn was just like...
Okay. Rayn was just like... Ah.
5 of these sleep.
All right, that's the joke. At 38 seconds. Look at that. Okay. Zoom out. This is the background image, right? We don't need it to be this long anymore. And at the end of all our shorts, I put in this little video thingamabob we got. It's just 3 seconds long. Okay. Oh, what that look like the transition?
Sleep.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. I didn't miss this bit. I did not miss the rest of the development. Curb the enthusiasm song. Why do we keep thinking Arrested Development? All right, we're less than a minute. All right, final checks. Faster. Two milliseconds. Okay, let's do some color correction here. He's a bit too warm in this light. Now, normally I have much more space to work in. Excuse me. Now, it's a bit off screen right now in OBS on stream, but to the right of this, I have color correction bars. So let's just experiment and see what we get when we take away some temperature from his. Oh, it's already way better. Maybe a bit much. Okay. VSDC, I want to be able to type the numerical value here, because right now you're forcing me to slide in and out, and I don't like that.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnels.
Yeah, but now the correction is duller. Can I add some blue? No, I cannot. Not reliably. Okay, let's not do that. What about saturation? Oop. Can I take away? No. No, that needs a bit too warm. I think lowering the temperature does help though. Get up the brightness to... What do we look like?
You continue your way down through.
Okay, it's a little less saturated, I feel, in this. Like right now, if I look at myself on the camera, I'm fairly saturated. I should have changed that. We have a tip bar down there if you want to help donate. Maybe Ida can eventually afford better video editing software. Maybe we treat ourselves to some ring lights. If I do absolutely nothing in the changes. Whoops. Okay, now it just looks hella red now that I've changed the things. You know what? I'm gonna keep it there. Let's see what it looks like.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnel.
Continue your way through down in the underground tunnels.
Eventually you can see at the end of what...
End of the tunnel.
light.
Okay, I have to manually adjust per. So we set the temperature, we're gonna make it a little colder. And to offset, we're going to just not give him so much shadow. All right. Okay, now let's add some effects. Actually, let's save. Save project. Cool. And then we're gonna finish up the stream soon as well.
Light on the out.
Oops, look, we didn't actually crop in Austin.
Rain, don't go.
Rain, don't go. All right, we're going to give an effect here. Let's do something funny. What do I got? I have a sort of... No. Let's just make it brighter. Let's give Sariel a bit of an angelic effect. Okay. Video effects. Brightness. Adjustments. Brightness. Whole parent duration. Okay.
See the light.
I like that. Okay, let's add an angelic sound. I do have that, right? I could have sworn I had that. Into the assets folder, which is just a messy download folder. I do. Look at that. That is so cool. I am amazing. Downloads. Angel. Add new layer. Cool.
See the light.
Why is there no sound? There should be sound.
See the light. See the light.
God.
That's odd. Is it too soft? What is going on? Oh. Ida. I should zoom up. I should scroll up. I was looking at the wrong audio.
See the light.
I like that. I like that very much. Cool. Trim the end. Do you want this an abrupt end or a fade out?
See the light.
I like it abrupt. Let's do it abrupt. I don't like it abrupt anymore because I had like 1,000th of a second where I can actually fade it out. So let's do that. Audio effect, fade out. But very itty bitty. Duration like a 20th to the end.
God.
There we go.
I really have to watch my words.
Okay.
Watch my words.
Okay, let's correct color here. temperature 30, but then we counter that with shadow reduction. Cool.
Today, this is like
This is like
this,
laughing.
subtle thing.
All right, let's correct here as well. Let's correct here. Whoops, too much. Nope. Yes. Cool. So things going on.
What's going on here?
Oh, going on here. Going on here. Okay, and I didn't cut any. We're gonna finish this off. And I didn't cut any time off, right? No. Okay. So this part takes 21 seconds. And from 23 to 40, just under 20 seconds. So the first part is marginally longer. Okay. Help me out here.
To cast like
That's a bit much. But that's also very... I know it's supposed to be a ghost. Can I make it blurry? I can. What if I make the whole thing smoky? What would that look like?
try to cast identify.
You know what? I'm not against that. But if we don't entirely cover it out,
Try to cast identify.
you know what? I like that. It adds an effect and it detracts from my vanity. I mean, I loved it for the scene. It's great. But the downside of doing these VODs is that I am staring at my face and at the face of my friends in micro detail. And I am making what can be perceived as mean or critical cuts. We all have our ums. We are not trained thespians, right? We are not delivering Oscar-worthy speech with zero pauses, zero thought corrections mid-sentence. We are not those people. But for the VODs, we're actually we're not holding it to the same standard, but there's a comparison point, right? Because we are looking down to the 10th of a second. And that's ultimately what it comes down to when we want a nice end product as well. The rest of the internet, the community, what say you, is also making snap judgments based on what they see in these 40 seconds of this short. It's not that we're misrepresenting what we are, but we're definitely polishing. I'm not showing them a nearly 2-minute clip with out of context exposition, unnecessary mechanical explanation, or misplaced roleplay that needs larger context to understand. In order to make it enjoyable, we have to sort of zoom in a bit. So I'm going to copy and paste this smoke effect. Let's not have his camera be so warm. There we go. There we go. Paste. Smoky.
Have I gotten a long rest?
Yes.
Have I gotten a long rest? Okay, we can speed this up. This part here.
Yes. You,
Okay.
in a weird...
All right. Removing some of the warmth. Offsetting shadows. I think the focus is back on me again. So, okay. I don't need the smoke to go beyond the thing. It doesn't because the element has ended, but let's just keep it neat. Oh wait, we need a little context here that this is me being dead. Boop.
You got the longest rest.
You got the longest rest. Ha 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 ha.
Wow.
All right, that's Sariel. Hey, this is Marcus. Okay. Let's do this last color correction here and we're done. Scooch that in. 43 seconds.
Like, finally sleep.
Love it. Okay. Save. Export. Let's hope my computer doesn't explode right now. Yeah. And we're going to wrap up the stream as well when this is done. I will play it back for you. I can maybe set up a screen now for that to be... I have a chip in the meantime, or I have to drink some water in the meantime. Let's do that. Ah. I think the first stream I was like very simple makeup. I have some melanin. Melanin means you get sometimes a little darker circles than fair skinned people as well. So, you know, my vanity, I like to try to smooth that out. But when you have that monochrome filter, it's like, it don't matter. Behold light and shadows. Okay. Can I add... Behold my newbiest of OBSness. Browse. The short we just made is called Rayn is Dead.
You
Well,
continue your way
okay,
down
let's
through, now in the underground tunnel.
pause that. Ah ha 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 ha. Nyum. There we go. All right. I hope you can... You cannot see that. Can you? Can you hear that? All right, let's see what it looks like.
You continue your way down through, now in the underground tunnels. And eventually you can see at the end of where tunnel the light on the outside.
Rain, don't
You
go.
See the light.
I really
You're
have to watch
awful.
my words today. This is like there's subtle things going on here.
24 hours later.
Try to cast Identify.
You can already mark off the spell slot.
Have I gotten a long rest?
Yes, you
Okay.
in a weird, strange way.
You got the longest rest.
Wow.
So rested.
Ray was just like, finally sleep.
Hey, look at that. We made a short. I'm probably going to watch it a couple of times and make sure that everything is lined up nicely, that there aren't unnecessary pauses, that the audio isn't too sharply cut. And then we're going to upload that to YouTube, and you'll see it like within a week or something. And we're going to repeat this process. I personally will repeat this process many and many times over. During sessions, I like to funnel my extra energy into note taking. And then also when I upload the VODs, I put timestamps. So I end up watching it again. And then during the rewatch, it's like, that's a funny moment. That's a funny moment. And then I get like these sort of moments like, these are funny, cool moments. Maybe we'll make them into shorts kind of thing. And what you saw was one of the said moments as well. And if you want to see any of our shorts, by all means, please check out youtube.com/Horde of Tales. We'd really appreciate a subscribe. We'd really appreciate likes and comments there as well, as it helps with the algorithm. Catch up here every week at our Twitch channel, since you are here now. If you have a free Amazon Prime subscription lying around, maybe toss us that subscribe. That'd be really kind of you. Every week, for the most part, we have on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. BST, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, our Convergence Manifesto, which is the D&D 5th edition of Eberron. We are at episode 53 now, but we started a new adventure, and now the party is just getting underway into like the dramatic, dangerous bit. So it's a good time to jump in right now. If you're curious what's happened in the other episodes, check out the VODs or check out the shorts, which really compress the funny bits of the story. Get to kind of see the characters that way as well. Thursdays, we have a game of Aether, which is a card-based TTRPG system by Eldritch Crow, and it is a story called Seekers of the Heart by my dear friend and sister from another mister, Angela. And the story is about these chosen people. They don't know, but they're going to be heroes, and they need to save their subterranean home. They live deep under the ground. It's like a sort of afterlife of sorts as well down there. They need to go out to the summit of the mountain under which they live. But for them, the sun and the elements is something dangerous, something glaring, blistering, and burning. But they have to do so to get to the summit to recharge the heart of the mountain. And their story will take place over the next, it's a limited campaign, so total 8 episodes. Episode 2 is going to start soon this week. Catch that every Thursday at 7 p.m. BST, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time as well. It's an amazing game. Caro, Marcus, and I, who are some of the organizers at Horde of Tales, are also going to be at Roll Initiative Con on April 15th in Nijmegen, in Easter City in the Netherlands. And it's a small Dutch but international, like it's going to be conducted in English, in the English language as well, TTRPG specific convention. It's their first year, and we thought what a great way to get to learn and meet about the very local community. And by local, the Netherlands is small. If you're in the US, it's the size of New Jersey. So 2 hours over, we have Germany, and we have friends coming over as well. Friends you have seen on Horde of Tales, and friends we have played with on other channels as well. If you're available April 15th, you have a car, travel the sweet, easy and fairly affordable railways, meet us there. Marcus and I will be running separate tables. I think he'll be running Lasers and Feelings. I'll be running Monster of the Week. Support this local initiative and let's build our community. There's a lot of fun and great stuff happening on this side of the Atlantic, and I'm very grateful to you and everyone else who is working to build up this part of the community. So that's it for me. Catch me next week, Tuesday, for that continuation of our Eberron game. Join us Thursday for Aether. And I think